Good morning. It's Coffee Talk with Stewart, and I am here to talk to you about a topic, something that I just recently experimented with that I thought perhaps somebody out there might find helpful. As you know, we have home inspections during the sale process of whenever you go to sell your house. Well, recently, a rental property of mine, the tenant gave me notice, moved out, and because I haven't seen or been in the house for quite some time, I decided to pay for a home inspection. And why did I do this? Well, the reason why I did it is I thought, I don't crawl in the crawl space and I don't get in the attic, and I do home inspections all the time with clients alongside their sale process. And I thought it's not a bad idea to know what's going on with your house. Even if you still live in it or own it or whatnot, it's a good idea sometimes to just get kind of like a doctor's appointment. Every year, hopefully, you go see your doctor and they kind of check on you, right? They might run some blood work. They're talking to you about any ailments you might have or any changes to your physical condition or anything like that. And you kind of go through a checklist with them. They find out if your cholesterol's high or if you maybe need to lose a few pounds or change your diet or do all these things, right? And a lot of times we wait until we go to sell our homes to actually find out all the things about our house that we wouldn't otherwise know unless we had a home inspection. So I paid to have a home inspector come into this property and go through the entirety of the house. And it was really eye-opening, and nothing crazy showed up on the inspection, but there was a lot of punch list things. And what it really got me doing was kind of keeping up with maintenance. The biggest thing when we own houses is we run busy lives. We're just living in our houses, but sometimes we don't know that there might be something going on with the house that is small at the moment, but later down the road could actually be something that turns into something more costly. And so it's not a bad idea to kind of check in on your house from time to time. Now, maybe you do go in your crawl space in your attic and you check on things, but not everybody does. In fact, I'd say most people don't. So I paid to have it done, and it gave me an opportunity to get a few contractors out and take care of some stuff. Like I said, nothing major came up, but I know, just being in real estate for as long as I have, that it's better to operate from a place of maintenance than a place of dramatic repairs. And so I'm in the process right now of just kind of knocking some stuff out and refreshing the house and kind of getting it back to a place where I think it is livable, but just making sure that for the next, several years that is in good shape. So I might make that suggestion if anybody out there is like, gosh, I would be curious to know what my house is like and see if there's anything substantial that comes up. In fact, just this week had a house that went through an inspection, and lo and behold, there was quite a few things going on with the house that when you walk through the home, you would have never guessed were going on. And that is why people do home inspections, because we don't know what's going on with the house until people crawl around and get in all the nooks and crannies and kind of assess what's going on with plumbing or electrical, or is there water in the crawl space? Is there mold in the attic? And it's usually nothing detrimental, but it's better to get ahead of something than to let it just go for years and then have to deal with it down the road. The other thing that I always find ironic in my industry is that we do radon tests. And radon is a naturally occurring gas that is in the soil that creeps up through our houses and hopefully finds its way out of the house. It is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States, if you can believe that. And the only time we test for it is when we go to sell a house. So I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's not even a bad idea to consider possibly getting a radon test done. Yes, it'll cost you a couple $100 maybe or less, but maybe that's just, peace of mind. Or if you had radon levels that were higher than average, you may want to consider mitigating them. So if any of that's of interest to you and you guys want any referrals for inspectors or radon people, again, this is just kind of one of those house checkups. It's kind of like going in to see your doctor and having them assess like where you at with everything. And it doesn't mean you have to do anything, but it is nice to sometimes just know, how's the health of your house? How's the maintenance going? Is there anything that would be a good idea to address now versus waiting for it to become a problem or something down the road? At any rate, if you guys have any questions on that, please reach out. I'd love to hear your feedback. And certainly if you need references or referrals to great inspectors, we got you. Take care.